Amen.
Nice. Fantastic. I just hit record this so I can upload this. So what I think we should do is maybe let's just get started there. Don, I don't know if you maybe want to say one or two things. I'm sure you invited a couple people on the call. They might still be jumping on there.
Yes, the poor and houses are and I hear they can close, but I wanted to just say welcome and everybody. We are privileged tonight to have a power presentation presented by Wilson Fury, our director in LifeWave. Today, just sit back and hear a revolutionary cutting edge technology that is phototherapy. That I uses a patch I've got at the back called X39. This is cutting edge, and it's a patch that changes one person at a time, a family at a time. We are excited about this, and I joined the company through Kedipuo and houses 3 months ago. And you know what? I'm so thankful for the present, and it's a present and I'm obligated to share it with a lot of people out there. I can't stop talking about this. This is it.
This
Over to
is it. Thank you. Um, Deborah, I don't know if you maybe want to say something there.
No, I think maybe you can just start and then
Go
we'll
straight
just say
into it.
something.
Okay,
Yeah, thank you.
fantastic. Maybe we can, this will still be some more people that will join us. And then at the end, we can just open up. So, evening, everybody. My name is Wilson Fury. Always excited to talk to you about this amazing patch that we found, X39. And just to quickly tell my story, when I originally found this, I kind of laughed at my friend Chris Hutting. He shared this with me, and I was like, buddy, why are you so excited about this? It's a little patch. And he was like, my brain fog's gone. And it happened in 5 days. I was like, what? He said, go do your research online. I then ripped this apart online for about a week. And I came to the conclusion that with some people, it's going to work quickly. With others, it's going to take a bit longer. And I was doing research quite intensely because I wanted to patch my mom. Now, at that stage, my mom had a cushion in between her L4, L5 vertebra, busy disintegrating in a debilitating pain, couldn't function, couldn't walk. I see her once a year. I went to go visit her. I had some patches with me. I explained to her how the technology works, and I was like, it's a new type of pain patch. Let's stick it on your back and see what it does. I stuck the patch right there where my mom's pain was on her back. And I'll never forget it. It was like 45 minutes later, she came into the room white in the face. She's like, my pain's gone. Look, yeah, I can move my back. And I just looked at her. I was like, what? That's impossible. And that's where this all started 18 months ago. And we've now helped many, many people all over the world with many serious conditions. Now, just to get them right in there, I hope you guys can see my screen. So let me just get that. Why is the thumbnails on there? For some reason, it's not a full screen. Let me just see there. Slide only. There we go. See if I can make that full screen. Looks like there we go. So have you been patched yet? All this patch is going to do, it's called X39. It's going to elevate, activate, and regenerate your body's own stem cells. This is all happening naturally without any drugs and medication, and that's one of the main reasons why we're so excited about it. Now, this all started 20 years ago with this guy. He's an incredible human. His name is David Schmidt. He's the CEO and the inventor of X39 and the owner of LifeWave. And where this all started was he had a contract with the Navy to create a technology that was going to give submariners energy without stimulants. Now, submariners, they stay underwater for a long period of time. And at that stage, they were using stimulants. And yes, they stayed awake, but they couldn't function properly. And he created our first product called Energy Enhancer. This was 20 years ago. And absolutely amazing technology. You stick it on, it gives you energy. And it's this just constant flow of energy. Then a doctor through another doctor knew the doctor who was the doctor for the Olympic swimming team in 2004. They patched all the swimmers, and the swimmers actually did so well. They won a whole bunch of medals, and the Olympic Committee thought they were doping. And they stripped them of their medals. David Schmidt had to fly there. They had to test the patches, and he had to prove to them that nothing's actually going into the body. Long story short, they were vindicated. And it's amazing that it started there 20 years ago. Now, today, we're talking about X39. Now, David is a second generation inventor. That means his father was also an inventor. Absolutely clever guy. Does all bunch of different technologies. So in 2008, he focused his attention on stem cell research. I'm going to touch now exactly why that's important. Now, the X39 patent took 10 years and $4.5 million to bring to market. And why is stem cells important? Now, if we look at the New England Journal of Medicine, as stated, the number one indicator of wellness is directly correlated to the number of adult stem cells in the bloodstream. Stem cells are the cells with the potential to develop into any kind of cell needed. They have this incredible ability to heal and repair any organ or tissue. And that is the exciting part. Look at a stem cell as a blank cell, and you literally mobilize it by just wearing this patch, and then that becomes this heat-seeking missile that just starts healing and repairing. Now, why the X39 stem cell activation patch? The fewer stem cells you have, the faster you age and the slower you heal. I think any person over the age of 45 has felt that. When you get hurt, it takes longer to recover from it. When you get sick, same story. And that's directly connected to the active stem cells in the bloodstream. Now, as a teenager, you have about 1 billion active stem cells. By age 30, this has dropped 60% to 400 million. By age 50, 75% reduction to 250 million. And as we get older, we just have less and less stem cell activity. And finally, we have a technology that we can stick on every day and swing this process around and start waking up new stem cells. Now, how does the X39 work? The most basic explanation that I could give you is, did you know that if you walk outside and the sun hits your skin, your body produces vitamin D? It's exactly the same process. It's called phototherapy. It's been around for 100 years. So all this patch does is send a very specific signal to your brain. Your brain then activates a copper peptide in the blood, and that then mobilizes the stem cells, and then they go to work. Now, it's made from organic nanocrystals. Nothing's going through the liver or the kidney. It's non-invasive. It's non-transdermal. You cannot look at this as medicine. It's actually a class 1 medical device. And that's very exciting. And the only thing people can be allergic to in this process is maybe the adhesive on the Band-Aid or the plaster. So it's made from a 3M medical grade adhesive. 1 in 10,000 people have an allergic response to the adhesive on Band-Aids. If that's the case, you can stick it on the inside of your shirt. You can just touch your skin, and it's actually your body heat that activates this process. So anybody can use it, and that's super exciting. So what will happen when you activate your stem cells? I told you very briefly the story of my mom and how quickly we saw a response with pain with her. And we're seeing it time and time and again. And the reason for that is stem cells are really good at going after inflammation. And if we can go after the inflammation, we get a reduction in the symptom. And I love that. We're going after the cause of some of issues, not the symptom of it. It supports wound healing. Energy and vitality is a big one for me. I start early in the morning. Some nights I work till late. I have this constant flow of energy. I don't dip in the afternoons. Mental clarity, also a big one for me. My business partner, Chris Hutting, his brain fog went in about 5 days. Mine took about 3 weeks. And I don't know if anybody's suffered from brain fog, but when it lifts, it's this dramatic improvement. And when you have mental clarity, you make better decisions for your health and your business and your household. And that just has this incredible ripple effect over time. Enhances sports performance is a big one. All athletes should be using this technology. It will give you more strength, more stamina, and you will recover quicker from exercise. And if you had to get hurt, you'll also recover from that quicker. The one for the ladies, improved skin appearance. We're seeing amazing results with the people using this over time and how they're just getting younger month by month. The one thing that's not on here that was also a big one for me is my sleep has dramatically improved. I've never had sleeping issues, but I'm sleeping a lot deeper. And when I wake up with a bang. And I love that. So how to wear X39, this is very important. You wear X39 for 12 hours on, 12 hours off to repair and rejuvenate. I stick my X39 on first thing in the morning. I take it off 10 to 12 hours later. And the goal is just to stick one on every day. Now, in America, they throw away the patches. What we've seen in South Africa is people take their second-hand patch that they've worn and they put it on one of their furry friends or a spouse or a child and still seeing results. But the goal is to put on a new patch and do that as often as possible, every day. Why? You're waking up a couple thousand stem cells, and that is a compounding effect day after day. And that's why we see such incredible results over the long term. You can wear more than one patch at a time. Just know that you need to drink plenty of water. How much is enough water? 250 mils to 300 mils per 10 kilograms of body weight. That is a lot, but even if you can just get close to that, that would be great. Also, make sure you're drinking good quality water. This assists the patches in communicating the different frequencies in the entire body, also helps the cell to function better. The only other thing that you could do to help the patches to function better is add some electrolytes to your diet. So you can add a Celtic salt or Himalayan rock salt or just a good electrolyte. The rehydrate works out a bit expensive, but that also helps the cell to function better and can improve the quality of the function of the patches. So you'll see that there are two placements that they've done testing regarding X39. I like sticking mine in the base of my neck. You can also stick it 3 fingers below the belly button. But if you have a sore knee, for example, stick it on your knee. You can use it as a thermal pain patch. So the long-term results per case studies, there's been 80 case studies done. So in the first few days, 4,000 genes begin to reset. Within 6 weeks, the brain becomes balanced and we see decreased symptoms of PTSD, anxiety, and depression. That's a really big one, guys. The fact that we're helping people with mental conditions, absolutely amazing. Within 3 months, your collagen is increased. Collagen is an important protein in the body, and now we're starting to see decreased wrinkles, hair growth increases structural integrity of both skeletal and muscular systems. And the big one here, within 6 months, we see the heart reverse in age. Now, in a recent study, 14 out of 15 people lowered their vascular age by an average of 8 years after just 6 months of using X39. It's not anti-aging, it's age reversing. And when I saw that statement, I was like, yeah, right. Like your heart never stops beating. It doesn't have a resting period. We've never seen anything that helps with cardiovascular health. And then I was pleasantly surprised last year in August when somebody in our team actually showed these shots, scans that they did on a mom's heart. So 70-year-old lady, this was on day 1. You can see the inflammation on the heart, the redness. Look there after 2 months, the redness slowly but surely going away. And then look there after 5 months. Just look at that inflammation reduction on that last shot. And when I looked at that, I was like, wow, if it can help your heart, I'm excited to see what it's going to do for all my other organs. So just to make a point clear, if you want to try this, 90 days is the minimum. So David Schmidt advises to use the patches for a minimum of 90 days for optimum results. Something that I'd like to add, if you're an older person or you've got serious conditions, I would add another month for every decade you are old. Some of these conditions took decades to get to where they are, and you can't expect the patches just to fix everything in 90 days. Although that is the recommendation, we've seen results in weeks, days, hours, or minutes, or even seconds. Just remember, every person's body is unique and different. And just remember to always drink enough water. Most people don't hydrate enough. So I'd really like you to go have a look at this website. It's called thisisatinfo.com. This was put together by our leaders in America, Steve and Gina Merritt. We're part of the This Is It team. It's the fastest growing team in the world. And this is a brilliant website. It's the full story on X39, 10 years in the making, the clinical trials, the patents, and then also amazing testimonies, and even some doctors that say what it's been doing to their patients. Now, if you want to share this with people overseas, there's a little flag there. You click on it, they can translate to their language, and everything will just immediately translate. So there's a lot of info on there. Please go dig a bit deeper. So this is a brain scan that was done, a topography map. It's a 77-year-old lady. She placed X39 on the back of her neck. Now, if you look there at session 1, lots of inflammation around the cell. The cell's actually busy splitting, very little stem cell activity, lack of brain coherence. Look at session 2, a complete turnaround almost. I mean, the inflammation around the cell is completely gone. There's this little speck of inflammation in the middle of the cell, improved brain coherence. And then look at session 3, 6 weeks later. Now there is the complete turnaround. Can you see the cell is actually busy joining again, or it has joined? Seeing that age reversal happening on a cellular level there, and definitely improved brain coherence. And what excites me about that is just the cells in your brain. Now imagine all your major organs, your heart, your liver, your kidneys, even your skin. Absolutely amazing. So I'm getting to the part of presentation where I'm going to show some before and after pics, and just know results aren't typical. It depends from person to person. X39 isn't a cure for anything. This flips a switch in the brain and the body starts doing its thing. But here's 2 slides of inflammation reduction in 30 minutes. Now, as you can see, this is a gentleman, lots of inflammation on the back there and the sternum. Look at that reduction in 30 minutes. On the right there, a lady with arthritis, also in 30 minutes. And when the inflammation goes, so does the pain. Just amazing. Inflammation reduction in animals. Amazing that we see this within horses. Look at the difference in the horse coat there on the left. And then on the right, look at all the major organs, how that inflammation is being reduced. This was over a period of time, but still amazing that we can help our furry friends. So the age reversal side for the ladies. So if you look at that first picture there, this is a lady, she's 70 years old. Can you believe that? So that was on day 1. Look at the bags under her eyes. Day 42, how the bags under her eyes are slowly but surely disappearing. And then look there a year later. Look at the color of her eyes as well. It looks like she's had a complete facelift, a lot younger. The lady on the right there, the crow's feet in the corner of her eyes, after 45, had a very, very quick response. Had a very, very quick response with the collagen. And then on the right there, if you see this lady, within 1 year, just look at the color of her eyes, look how her neck has straightened out, a huge age reversal there. And then bottom left corner, look at the blemishes on her face, slowly but surely going. That was a quick response. That was in 9 weeks. She was lucky. Bottom right corner, look at that lady. Her mouth started drooping. You can see how that's just tightened out completely after 5 months. And what excites me about looking at these pictures, it's also a reflection of what happened inside the body. And that's really, really powerful. Vertigo, really tough thing, big pigmentation of the skin condition. Also, there's no cure for it. Look at that reduction. That's after 3 months. If you look at psoriasis, autoimmune condition, same story. They were lucky that was within 10 days. If you look at the wound healing on the right there, that 12 days, I mean, that will take weeks and weeks before it looks like that without patches. And then bottom left corner, lady had Bell's palsy. I mean, just look at that difference. The face starts spasming, very tough thing. 3 months, almost good as new. So some circulation improvement. Now, if you look at this guy's foot there, we're actually going to amputate these 2 of his toes. And look at that in 5 days. Huge reduction there. And then the lady's swelling on her feet. That took 3 weeks, but also a big improvement. So some gory pictures. I apologize for that. This was a lady, hurt her face, 21 days. Look at that amazing turnaround there. The fellow on the right there was a young guy, snowboarding accident. His mom had some patches. He had to go for an interview. And she was like, come, let's patch you and see if we can't get you to look better for your interview. Look at that, 5 days. Just this little scar there on the lip. Bottom left corner, you can see older fella. He definitely fell hard. You can also see he's wearing more than one patch. But look at that turnaround in 7 weeks. Basically good as new. On the right there, kid severed his finger in a door. Parents begged the doctors to sew it back on. Look at that turnaround in 21 days. I mean, that's a 3 to 6 months exercise without patches. Hair growth, the really big thing. If you look at that first shot there, look how his hair is filling out and his normal color returning. On the right there, huge hair loss problem. That was within 3 months. And then the bottom left corner, always like looking at that. Look how nicely his normal color is returning and almost also a full set of hair there after 6 weeks. So athletes on the patches, I told you the story where this all started with the energy enhancer patch. There you can see Michael Phelps wearing it, Serena Williams, David Beckham, and then Lorenzo Savadori, superbike champion, wears it on his forehead, sticks his helmet on and drives super fast on a superbike, and he uses it for concentration. So just to quickly talk about some of the products that we have. Now, X39 is our foundation patch. I want you to get started there. You can only be consistent with X39, and I think you'll be surprised at what it can do in your life. But we do have supportive products, and I just quickly want to go through them. X49 is the booster patch for 39. It helps with muscle mass, bone density, and heart health. IceWave, a brilliant product for pain, helps with pains and aches, no side effects. They actually tested this product in Europe with 5 hospitals. The doctor said if it had a higher than 30% success rate, they'll have a look at it. They tested it with 150 patients and had a 97% success rate. I love it. It releases the pain. It doesn't mask it. Glutathione, also a brilliant product. It's a very strong immune booster and antioxidant. These patches raise the glutathione levels in the body by 300% very, very quickly. And then carnosine helps with brain function, memory, and focus. Aeon, absolutely love it. Reduces stress and inflammation. It's called the Happy Patch. And then Silent Nights regulates your sleep. It helps with melatonin increase. Energy Enhancer, this is where it all started 20 years ago. Increases energy, fat burning, and endurance. SB6, weight, appetite, aids hormones, and aids digestion. And then Alivida, we just got hold of this a month ago. Absolutely amazing product. It increases the collagen. It's our collagen patch. It helps with vibrant skin, kicked open a whole new door. And then AccuLife is not in South Africa, but I keep it on there because it's literally a carbon copy of IceWave. So they're selling that version of it called AccuLife in America for animals, but IceWave is exactly the same thing. So, but on the note of the other products, just get started with X39. And yeah, this is the world's first stem cell activation patch, and you want to start waking them up daily. So on the testimonial side of things, just a quick disclaimer, I'm not a doctor, I'm not a medical professional. X39 is not a cure for anything. It doesn't work like that. It's also not a medicine. All it does is it flips a switch in the brain and the body starts doing its thing. And it's doing it through mobilizing stem cells. Now, when we started this testimonial channel, there was a couple videos in there. We now have over 700 testimonials, over 140 different categories. And it's just growing and growing. And I just want to go through some of these headings. So sciatica, brain fog, amazing results within animals. Eyesight and vision, a big one. We've been seeing people's eyesight improve. Any organ-related issue, liver, lungs, kidneys, I mean, the list just goes on and on. Migraine. There's some things on this list that I can't tell you what it is. I'll have to go Google it. Fibromyalgia, that's also quite common lately. Cerebral palsy. Does it mean that we've cured any of these things? No, definitely not. Some of these conditions are very serious, but if we can get a 10 or 15% improvement on them, it could be life-changing. Shingles also been sticking its head out since the pandemic. And Parkinson's, stroke recovery. I mean, the list just goes on and on and on. Alzheimer's, dementia. Now, where my heart's at, there's people in your inner circle that might be suffering from these conditions, and the doctor says there's no help. And I want to tell you today that there's hope. Are we going to cure it? Probably not. But if we can get an improvement, it's going in the right direction. So what are the prices? You buy a sleeve of X39, it's 30 patches, you wear one every day. Now, just to quickly touch on normal stem cell treatments, a friend of ours in America, his son is autistic. They've done multiple stem cell injections with him in Mexico, and very expensive. Over $20,000 a treatment. They once went twice in 1 year, got very little results with him. Friend of theirs said, come, let's patch your boy. Let's see what happens with him on X39. A week later, he was swinging on a swing for the first time. A month later, he was riding a Peloton bicycle for the first time. So stem cell injections are very expensive, and they have a 50% chance that they won't work, where LifeWave patches are way more effective at a fraction of the cost. And I like it. We're not injecting somebody's stem cells into us. It's just waking our own stem cells up. So there's a retail price at X39, X49, 149.95. The others are 79.95. But why would you want to pay retail if you can pay wholesale? You sign up as a member, you get X39, X49 for 99.95, and the others between 49.95 and 69.95. There's a fluctuation there. If you buy them in bulk, you get them a little cheaper. Just know you always need to add your country tax and VAT on delivery. Let's quickly touch on the different enrollment kits. So there's 5 of them. Starts at the bronze package, which is 1 month supply for $24.95. It's about 2,900 Rand. I recommend if people want to try this, come in at silver. You're also saving some money. They waiver the $25 registration fee that you pay on bronze, and you immediately get it at cost. That works out to about 6,800 Rand, 299.95. That's for 3 months supply of X39. And then I know a person has enough stock for his protocol. You need to try this for 90 days. So silver is for me for 1 person. If you want to patch more than 1 person, then look at gold. Gold is about 11,000 Rand. It's about 499.95 in dollars. There you're getting some free stock. It's 5 sleeves of X39. That means 5 months supply. And they give you a free product of any of the other products to try. There the saving is close to $100. And as we upgrade through these packages, we're getting free stock. So platinum is about 22,000 Rand. It's about $1,000. There we're getting 12 sleeves of X39. That's 2 free sleeves. And then the diamond package is the biggest package that we have. That's about $1,600, 35,000 Rand. There we're getting 19 sleeves of X39. That's 3 free sleeves. And it actually brings the cost down of the patches to about $84 a sleeve. So I like this company. Then when you buy in bulk, you get it cheaper. What I also like about what they've done is you can upgrade through your kits and pay the difference at any time and get the difference in stock. So if you want to go from silver to gold, great. You just pay the difference, you get the difference. And I would recommend people upgrading through these packages because you're getting free stock and it works out cheaper. Now, just some of the highlights on the company. When Chris presented this to me, the first thing I asked him is, how old is this company? Now, this year, this company is 20 years old, 2 decades. And that screams stability. It means their logistics are in order, their manufacturing, the people that is promoting it, they're getting paid. It's a wild world machine. Now, when they released X39, this company already had a bunch of products. It was doing about $28 million a year turnover. They released X39, and this company 10x their turnover, partly during COVID, from 28 million to over 280 million in 2 years. Now, just that should show you that they have something within X39. Last year, we did about $420 million for the year, and it's projected to be a $1 billion company by 2025. What I love about LifeWave is that we can ship this product to 87 countries. So if you have relatives overseas or friends, you can also get it to them. And then the biggest one here is this product is protected by patents. There's nothing in the marketplace that can do what this does, and it's protected by patents. And these patents are still active for 17 years, and they will renew them. And that excites me. Nobody can copy us. This isn't my vitamin is better than your vitamin. What this does is in a complete class of its own, and it can't be copied. And that just screams opportunity. Now, the final part of my presentation is just to touch on the business side of it very briefly. What I love about LifeWave and X39, it ticks 3 very important boxes. We can help people mentally, physically, and financially. Now, I know the business part is not everybody's cup of tea, but it's amazing that we can monetize helping people, because that's ultimately what we're doing here. And I think you'll be completely blown away if you see how people are getting better. And that's what puts this for me apart to anything else I've seen in the last 20 years. The fact that we can tick those 3 boxes, physically, mentally, and financially. Nothing in the marketplace ticks those 3 boxes. So what is most important in your life? Family, time, freedom, security, travel, better health, less debt. When I looked at that, they all screamed at me. And yeah, that is what LifeWave and X39 offers. So just to touch on 2 highlights of the compensation plan, there's 4 ways we earn. I just want to touch on the 2 goodies. So firstly, the binary. We have a binary structure. What I love about binary structures, especially this one, it's unlimited levels deep. It doesn't matter how deep your business grows, but they limit you based on your rank, what you can earn. Now, the most that you can earn from this binary is $25,000 a week. It's what actually makes the math sustainable. Any network marketer would know a binary wouldn't be sustainable if they didn't limit you. And I'm happy with $25,000 a week. Now you can make $25,000 a week, a month, or a year. It depends on you. And I think that's very, very generous and very, very aggressive. And the core of the binary lies in one principle. You need to go manager. So it's as simple as bringing 4 of your friends onto these calls and signing up 2 on the left leg, 2 on the right leg, and all we're doing is making managers. And every week your business will just keep growing. The second highlight of the compensation plan is definitely the matching bonus. This is unlimited income potential. So binary means unlimited depth. Unilevel means unlimited width. Now, the matching bonus is paid out on a unilevel structure, and it's as simple as this. Let's say you have a friend that earns $1,000 a week. You'll earn 25% of that. Now, let's say he signs somebody up and he makes $1,000 a week. You'll earn 20% of that on the second level, which is $200. And I think it's really, really aggressive. It's 3 tiers. Yes, you need to qualify for some of these tiers. But as we just stay consistent and helping people, you start opening up more earnings, and it's very, very aggressive. Now, the time is now. There's a reason why this landed on your table. It might be because you have somebody close to you that's dealing with some of these conditions that we mentioned. It might be that you need extra income. I know in South Africa, that's really important. And the time is now. I wouldn't procrastinate. We have an incredible product with a company that is going places. The exponential curve is about to happen, and the train's about to leave the station, and I want you on it. Now, just to quickly show you guys the power of X39. So we have a very good friend of mine on the call. And the first thing I want to say is it's one thing to help people that you don't know. And 18 months in the business, we've helped many people with many different conditions. Lindi is a close friend of mine, close to my heart. And in the beginning of May, her mom had a severe stroke. It was really, really bad. And I just quickly want to show you how she recovered. Now, just on this note, not everybody that has strokes is going to recover this quickly, firstly. Secondly, she's going through a lot of therapy at the hospital, but the response that we've seen from her is just a gift from above. And let me show you how she's recovered. Now, just on this note, They only started filming her after a couple days from patching her because the first week was too traumatic. And just look at this incredible turnaround.
Hi, my name is Lindi, and I just wanted to share my family story with my mom having a severe stroke on the 30th of April, 2024. We booked her into hospital, and on the 3rd of May, they gave us devastating news. Mom had a stroke on the right hemisphere of her brain, leaving her paralyzed on the left side. And on the 4th of May, we decided to start patching Mom. And this is our story. So we started taking footage of Mom on the 7th of May. We saw that there's movement in her left arm, and she had incredible movement on her mouth. This is 5 days on the patch, the 8th of May. She's still in hospital. She's reaching higher with her left hand. The arm is lifting so much better. And then we had a bit of quite of a setback. They moved it to the step-down clinic, and we actually didn't tell anybody about the patches in hospital or the doctors. And so we had to be honest with the step-down clinic. And then the doctor said that we can't patch Mom until he's looked at everything. So for a couple of days, from the 9th up to the 14th of May, we couldn't patch my mom, but the doctor did come back, and he allowed us to continue with the patching. So this was on Mother's Day, the 12th of May. She was still not back on the patch, but she was in the step-down clinic. This video, she's 2 days back on the patch on the 17th of May in the clinic. And here she is walking with the help of one of the nurses. This was quite a big moment for our family. As you can see, she's smiling and she's improving quite a bit. And it's just incredible. This is 5 days on the patch in the clinic, the 19th of May, and the left side of the face is improving so much. 7 days on the patch, the 21st of May, 2024. She's walking with a walker. And 7 days on the patch, this was the evening visit, and she was so alert and her mouth looked perfect. And she's just showing us all her type of exercises that she's busy doing. We are so grateful. And then this was taken this morning, the 28th of May. She's 14 days on the patch now, and she's just showing that she can walk by herself. They are still not allowing this long distances, but I just wanted some footage to show that the recovery is going very well. And we hope that Mom will be out of the step-down clinic very soon. And we are looking forward to a full recovery, but I will keep on going with the updates so that everybody can see the progress. We received a wonderful surprise from the therapist this afternoon. Thank you for watching.
Wow. Every single time I look at that, I can just say thank you. To have a product that's this good and that can shift people's lives the way it does. And the fact that if we share it with a couple friends, we can secure our financial future as well. To me, it's the biggest gift that's ever landed on my table. And tonight we're lucky. And Lindi, whose mom had a stroke, is on the call. And I'd like her just to unmute herself because she dropped a little bomb there that they're going to do the second update video. And I'm very, very excited for that. I did tell her when we started filming her mom, we're going to be doing many videos over the next couple months. But the first one was wow. I can't wait to see the second one. Lindi, thank you so much for joining us. And how's it going with your mom there?
Hi, thank you so much for having me. My name's Lindi, and Wilson Mom is doing very well. We got some great news on our visiting hours on Tuesday night, and we're fetching her tomorrow at 2 o'clock. Mom's coming home.
Wow. Wow.
And
wow.
she is, Wilson, she's walking, she's talking. She passed all her tests, all the brain tests, cognitive is perfect. We're still working a little bit on the balance. At the current stage, she's 53 out of 56. I think mom's got better balance than I've got at the moment.
Yes, you know how happy that makes my heart. How many weeks was she in hospital? They wanted her there for 8 weeks, am I right? That
Yeah, she was a week in the Glenwood Hospital, and then she's been in this clinic now, this rehabilitation clinic, Thursday nights, 7. So yeah, that's basically it. So yeah, it was nearly eight weeks in this clinic.
Okay.
But something remarkable that's happened, because most of the people asked us, actually, where did we patch mom?
Yes.
And because her stroke was on the right-hand side of the cerebellum of the right hemisphere of the brain, we actually patched mom behind her right ear as
Okay,
high as
in
possible,
the ear.
not going into the hairline, of course.
Okay.
And that seemed to have made an incredible difference. Obviously, there's a lot of therapy, occupational therapy, speech therapy, everything that goes with it.
Yes.
But something that astounded us as a family is that some of the people in this clinic had more or less the same type of stroke as my mom. And they've been in the clinic for 3 months with no progress.
Wow.
So we can
That's
just
absolutely mind-blowing. I mean, mom's been there 8 weeks and she's walking and talking and dancing.
100%.
That's one of the biggest gifts that ever happened to me working with this. And that's why we're also excited just to keep sharing it with people. Moses, Depo, what do you say? How incredible is that?
Wilson, thank you so much for an incredible presentation. Again, thank you so much. Lindi, thank you for sharing your story, your journey. There are so many incredible stories of an autistic child who could move basic movements, somebody who was completely immobile, people who had all sorts of different issues. The thing is this is the reason why we do what we do. This is so amazing. Every time I hear these stories, it just makes me, there's something that happens. So thank you so much for sharing. And this is incredible. And what is also amazing is that the more we help people in terms of their health issues, the more one is also being rewarded for sharing the product and this cutting edge technology. Thank you so much. Thank you.
If I can just add on that, Wilson, and thanks for your presentation. And also, Lindi, we've been following this testimony. You know, just reading the chats and hearing from Dima. Remember only 2 weeks ago when Dima Gatso shared her presentation. I mean, she was just using the patches for 4 days, and mental clarity and also hormonal issues. And seeing her now sharing that by her using 2 patches, glutathione. Remember, glutathione works on the DNA, and glutathione detoxifies the system. And the fact that she's seeing, you know, improvement on her knee and the back, it's amazing. I remember when we started this, you know, to hear about Live Wave some 4 months ago, was when Sandy was talking about the Achilles tendon, the pain she had, and she couldn't, you know, run anymore. She couldn't do marathons. And I thought, but, you know, maybe these guys are actually over-exaggerating. But now when you see people that are much closer to you, I mean, I know with myself, the energy that I've got, my hair has grown, my skin has improved. Then you realize that when, you know, this is a disruptive product. It's cutting edge technology, and it does what it promises to deliver. And hence it got a patent. So let's go out there, spread the word. Let's use it for ourselves. Those that are on this line that want to use it for themselves, and also those that want to use it for themselves and make dollars at the same time. Let's go for it. Yeah. Thank you so much. Really appreciate
Thank you so much. Yeah, you nailed so many things on the head there. For me, every person that's on the call, I want you to wear these patches for the rest of your life, because I'm never going to stop wearing them. I don't know about you and the poor Moses, like I will wear these patches for the rest of my life. And the beautiful thing about how they put it together is you share it with a couple of your friends, you bring them to these calls, and then you can earn money to not pay for them. And that was the whole intention behind this. And it's amazing to see the life coming back into people. And we're doing this regularly. Our next meeting is on Saturday. Please bring some of your friends and just get plugged in. We are making such a profound difference in people's lives. And thank you again for everybody that joined us. I see a whole bunch of people jumped on the call there. Clint, I don't know if you wanted to add something there. A couple of my friends.
Actually, I do. Yeah, come on, Wilson. It's me. Of course I have something to add.
Yeah, come. Like I cannot put the Zoom down before I ask you if you don't want to say something.
No, good stuff. It's just a pleasure to meet your team. You're telling me that this is kind of the group for kind of coming your power hitters, and we greatly appreciate, my team greatly appreciates being invited in here to share. And this time for us, I'm on the West Coast of the United States. This is a perfect time slot for me. So hopefully we can continue to join you. And I did want to just reach out personally to Lindi. Thank you so much for your testimonial. And Wilson says it so eloquently that you can read testimonials, but when you know someone personally who is responding, Wilson has become like a brother to me, and Lindi, I know you and Wilson are close. So that personal connection is so important. And we're in a situation where I've got a gentleman with COPD, and my good friend Alan Turner his wife has terrible dementia and is beginning to see results. And when we can make money by truly changing the lives of people, I keep telling my team, you're getting paid to share. Okay. Just invite people to come see Uncle Wilson.
Yeah.
That's all you got to do. And, I've been in network marketing forever. And just the mere concept of being able to help someone. I've got a friend of mine that has fibromyalgia. Awful. He's a great dad, 4 kids, 2 are autistic. And if I can help ease his pain, there's nothing better than that. Yeah. So again, Wilson, thank you for bringing me this opportunity. I had seen it before. It was your leadership that guided me towards your team. Lindi, thank you so much for your wonderful testimonial, and great big hug to your mom and your family, and then everybody else, all the leadership that you've got here. It's an honor and a pleasure to be part of this group. So thank you, sir.
You're an absolute superstar. Yeah, I'm so excited for just what you're doing in America. The fact that we're starting to see some results with D, that's very far stages of dementia. And Alan, I mean, what an amazing guy. I can't wait just to see more results coming, and just to continue shifting people's lives in a positive way. Is there money to be made? Yes. But the star of the show will always be X39. And all we need to do is just get good at inviting people to these calls. You don't need to know much. Just say, hey, I found something that's super exciting. I need to show it to you. And then we do the heavy lifting. And in that way, we can reach a lot of people, and every person on this call can be wearing this technology for the rest of their lives and not pay for it. And that's my intention. So guys, thank you so much for your time. Thank you for every single person who joined us and stayed till the very end. Looking forward to see you guys on Saturday, and you must have an amazing week further. Cheers,
Thank
everybody.
You. Bye.
Thanks, everybody.
Bye.
Thanks, Wilson. Thanks, everybody. Bye-bye.